Hi everyone, Nikki here, Nikki's Crochet More. If you're new to my channel, thank you very much for joining me. It's very much about yarn and crochet, so like things I'm making, what I think of certain yarns, you know, anything like that. Sometimes there might be something else, but not that often. Yes, he wanted to get on my lap. So if you're new to my channel, this is Charlie. He's a toy poodle. Love of my life. And if you're coming back again, thank you very much. Yes, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and then you'll know when I do videos. I also have an Etsy shop, and that'll be in the more link. And at the moment for March, I've got 25% off pretty much everything on my Etsy shop. There's a couple of items. Oh, slow down. My talking, I was getting out of breath then. Yeah, so most of my items have 25% off. There's a few items that haven't because they're like newer. So I just also want to say thank you to everybody that is following my Etsy shop or has liked items. It all helps, and it's like when you do a thumbs up on here, everything really helps me get more noticed. And I also reply to all my comments, so I really love reading them. So I'm going to see if he'll let me put him on the floor. I should have got a treat for him, but I didn't think about that. So yeah, I've got quite a bit on my desk to show, so I will just start and work around it. Oops, sorry if I've bashed you there. So I finished the main part of this blanket that I've shown you, and it's from the book. I've shown it quite a few times. And it's just like a V-stitch. I think some of you call it something else, but I know it as the V-stitch. Let me get it the right way. And I'm just using some Signet cream yarn. It didn't have a colour, but I know it's definitely cream because when I put it against like a white ball, you can see that this is cream. I haven't worked with Signet yarn before, but it's very soft. It's not the softest acrylic yarn I've used, but it is still really soft. I still think it's nice for babies. And then the main part was that blue yarn that, whoops, let me just grab that, that my friend gave me, which was it something fun? I think I've got a label somewhere. Let me just see if I've put it in my book. Not there. I don't think, no, I haven't put it in there yet. Let me just go and grab it. It's just literally behind me where I keep my labels. So yeah, I'll just put this on my lap. Yeah, so it was the Signet DK yarn. Like I said, I haven't used that before. That came in that mystery box. Crumbs, I'm getting hot. I might have to turn the heating down. Let's just roll my sleeves up. These hot flushes aren't fun, and I've been doing a few things. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so I quite like that. I didn't bring my glasses. Yes, it's 100% acrylic. Yeah, so I've liked that yarn, so I would get it again. So having the mystery boxes is really nice because then I get to try other yarns out. Have I got the yarn? And then the blue yarn is Yarn Fair. I knew it had the word fair in it, and it's a Supreme acrylic that my friend got me, and that is really nice to work with. So I will put that in my book because I've nearly used that. Oh, and I'll also want that in a minute. So yeah, I just keep a box with my yarn bands in, and then when I want to talk about it, I know what they are. And then when I've finished the project, I will put them in my book. And let me just put that there for a minute and write what I think of it. So then if I want to buy new yarn or something, then I've got a little reference guide for it. Oh, that's doing that. Come on, that's it. Sorry, my little bag. I've got two of these. I've got this pinky one and a green one, and I like them because they've got these dividers in. So you've got one big divider and then two and pockets on the side. Hope I haven't lost my hook. No, I haven't. Yeah, I got two of them off Amazon, and I really like them. I love bags. And my excuse is because I have a lot of whips, I need a lot of project bags. Anyway, back to the blanket. Yes, I just did this V-stitch, and I'm on the border, and what I did for the first round was just, sorry, I'm in UK terms, I did a double, and then I'm doing 2 rounds of half treble just to make it a bit more, but it is so soft and squidgy. Yeah, so I've really loved working with this yarn. Let's put that back in there. So yeah, I've nearly finished that. So next time I see you, I should have that done. And then let me just grab these. And then I've gone a bit pom-pom mad. I will take this out, but I've made these. These are already on my Etsy shop. Let me see if I can open this without ripping the label that I put on there. Oops, I did a little bit, but I can sort that out. So yeah, I've got these different size pom-pom makers, and I really hate wasting yarn. Get that from my grandma. She was the same. She'd save every little bit of yarn, even like a piece like this long. So if she wanted to darn anything, she could use it. So yeah, I definitely get that from her. So I've had these really small, crumbs, I keep getting really breathless today, thinking enough up my inhalers. These lovely, like small balls of yarn. So I thought, oh, what can I do with them? And I keep them in a little jar on my windowsill. I don't think you can see it, but there's a little jar there. And I thought, oh, I'll make some pom-poms. So I've made these little key rings with different lengths of pom-poms, and I'm selling 3 in a pack. And I thought they'd be sweet, like little kids' party favours, or adults, who knows? Who knows these days of who's going to like what? I never say that certain colours should be for girls or boys, because you just don't know. Yeah, so I've made a little bunch of them. I've got 3 lots of these on there, but yeah, I just put them on a little, whoops, come here, get off there. No, I said you can't be together. Thank you. And just put them on a like little, if I can do it, let's put that down, that might help. Just like a little lobster claw. So yeah, I just thought something different, because I'm trying to change things I have on there, because I know certain things like the hats and scarves are only going to sell in colder months. Yes, I'm just trying to think of some different little things just to put on there to catch people's eyes. So just trying some different ideas. And then I did this great big one using the Burn 8 blanket stripes. I've really loved this yarn. It's really nice, but it is very hard going on my wrist, because if you're new to my channel, a few years ago I broke my wrist, so you can see it's a bit wonky. So to work with certain yarns really hurts my wrist. But doing the pom-pom thing, that was easy. But what I actually made with my, I've got another cake. I actually made a little doll's blanket set. So let me grab this out. Whoops. No, it's not a toy, darling. Yeah, this little blanket set. And like I said, I'm trying to do different things. So I thought, oh, little doll's blankies. So I've just made this little blankie using that, and it is so soft. But I did this on my loom, because not only do I like doing crochet, I love my round looms and my rectangular looms. So yeah, I just did this really simple little doll's blanket. And then I thought the doll will need some pillows. So I made this big one, and I did crochet these, but like I said, by the time I finished the third one, I was like, no, I can't do any more with this. Yes, I just made these simple little pillows. This one was done with half trebles. Yeah, and I've just stuffed it using, I haven't got any, what's it called, polyfill or something like that. I haven't got any of that, so I've just used some scrap yarn to stuff these. So you've got one this size, and then I've done 2 of these, and I did these with double crochet. So yeah, just some cute little items there. And then I need your opinion on what I'm going to do with this, because I keep dithering whether to add this into it. It's mini skeins, and I've just made it into a cake. But I've got this, and I really like it as it is, and it's quite a nice width for a scarf. So I'm not sure whether to leave this as it is and leave it as a scarf, because it is a nice length as a scarf. You know, it's quite cozy, covers the chest well. So I'm not sure whether to leave this as a scarf. That's what I'm pretty much thinking on, because I'm trying not to buy any yarn at the moment. I've put myself on a bit of a yarn ban. Unless I need yarn for the temperature blanket I'm doing, I don't really want to buy any more. I could put this in it and make it a bit wider, but then I feel I'd have to make it a blanket. So I think I'm like 98% sure I'm going to leave that, finish that like strand off and do it as a scarf and put this into a different project. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure. But just let me know what you think. Add it as a, do it as a blanket or leave it as a scarf. Like I said, I'm 98% sure I'm going to leave that as a scarf and put this into something else. I might make, a little while back I showed a stocking that I made using this in my round, using mini skeins. So I might do something like that because there's quite a lot of red in it. There's a bit of blue, but I probably might make another stocking ready for the Christmas season, because I'll start listing that stuff in October. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to leave that as a scarf. I've made my mind up. I don't know how to do these like word things on stuff. Editing is not my strong point. So I want to get that border finished for that V blanket, and then I think I'm going to make a few hats for, I really am pooped energy levels. I think then I'm going to make some hats for the charity I support. They want at least 35,000 hats to keep people warm. So, and that has been running since, I think, September last year, and it finishes November this year, I think, what they're trying to do. Yeah, so I might make some hats for them. I've been making some really big projects at the moment, so it'd be nice to make some smaller items. So I think I'll probably do that, and then I might start on a shawl or something. I haven't fully decided yet. Depends what catches my fancy, because sometimes when I get new yarn, I did a little yarn haul this week, I'm like, oh, I want that, and then I forget about the older stuff. So I think I might have a look at my older yarn and see what I'm going to make someone. So that is it from me. I think that's everything. I don't think I've got much else. I've had a fairly quiet week. Well, kind of. It's been a little bit busy. Did have my blood test this week. It's still not the right level because I'm on warfarin, so it's called INR. Don't ask me what it stands for. And I just need to get the levels right. It's a bit too thick at the moment, but I prefer that to too thin, because when it's too thin, I feel really, really bad. Yeah, so I've got to go back in 2 weeks and have another blood test. I've got the dentist coming up. Really fun stuff, you know, dentist and things. So anyway, I think I've rabbited on long enough. And like I said, thanks to everybody that's newly joined. And if you've come back, also a big thank you to you. And I will see you all soon. Bye.